Hello and welcome along to episode 3 of this new FM21 story, The Head Coach with me, Daniel. A journeyman story combined with a director of football challenge. And today we're back with Brechin City to face the promotion favourites who have lost one game already and a side that were relegated from the division above last year. So it's not been the best start for us. It's going to be a difficult 2 games and we'll get into all of the season so far in a moment. But firstly, if you are looking forward to this one, please do put a thumbs up on it. Thank you so much for your support with the first 2 videos. I've never seen anything like it on my channel. So thank you so much. If you are new along and you haven't already, please do subscribe down below. Turn that notification bell on and you can catch up with the first 2 episodes in the eye above, as well as our other story with Bangor City and our live stream beta series with Wigan Athletic. We'll be back streaming as well in just a couple of hours, so if you're along as this first comes out, then please do make sure you're back at 5:30 as we'll be having lots of fun again, particularly given the events of yesterday's stream. However, we're here with Brechin City to reflect on the start to the season. It's all about on the pitch action today. 2 really tough games, but after a difficult start to the season, we're just starting to find our way a little. So it looks like unemployed Athletic are the whipping boys, and we've got to avoid finishing 10th. So as long as we're 9th, we've overachieved, and that's a good place to be. So let's have a look at the schedule for what's been happening since you were with me. We had that 1-0 defeat against Forfar, where we thought we were really encouraged. We thought we might be able to do well this season. The same against St Johnstone, which filled me with a lot of confidence. And then it all went wrong. So we lost 4-1 on the first day of the season to Edinburgh City. It was a pretty poor performance, to be honest. Matty Todd got our goal. We then lost 3-1 against Elgin, with Connor Coote getting the goal off the bench, and 1-0 against Albion Rovers. Now, in all 3 of these games, we had one thing in common. We were top of the expected goals chart, but our strikers were in a goal drought. They hadn't got a goal yet, and we weren't looking like we were going to score. But then came the Stirling Albion game, and then came Leroy Macavora, a hat-trick for him in a 3-1 victory. It was brilliant. I mean, the 3rd goal, it was basically Thierry Henry in his prime, running down the left, cutting in past all the defenders. We did bounce back with a 3-0 defeat against Arbroath. They're 2 divisions above us. We had to expect that. But then against East Fife in League 1, we got a victory in the final group game. Mark Malley got 2 goals to get off the mark for the club as well. And Scott Cusick, the left winger, scored a good goal. So with both of the strikers now in scoring form, I'm really hoping they can come to the party. And if they do, we might get some shocks. We've got Annan Athletic coming up, which is going to be a big one as well. But these 2 games are absolutely massive. We've got these 2, we've got the side who are top, and then we've got the side who are bottom. A big month for this football club. So let's go and get straight into it. If we look at the dynamics on the way, things back to average now. The team's not really cohesive because most of them are new signings. The club atmosphere's improved because we've picked up those 2 wins and the managerial support is already very strong. So things looking good. We need Stenhousemuir to beat Annan Athletic. They need to stay bottom on 0 points. The quicker we can create a big gap there, the quicker we can think about planning for the future, whether we're going to overachieve and whether we can get a new job perhaps. But for now, things are looking good. So let's go and get into the first game today. Away at Queen's Park, the heavy favourites to win the league. They've got a brilliant side. Obviously things changing off the pitch for them, moving out of Hampden, getting a lot of money in, and they're investing now. No longer that amateur side you used to seeing. So let's go to the team selection. I've not decided if I'm going to do that change actually. If we have a little look at it, normally I would bring McCormick in, and in fact I'm going to. He's match sharp, he's match fit, and he's a better player, so let's go for it. We've gone for a ball winner in midfield rather than a box-to-box player. It seems to have worked a little better in the last few games, so we're going to stick with that for now. Aside from that, the first 11 is exactly the same. The bench is as strong as it can be, and the squad is in pretty good shape. So our 11 is Bannon in goal, Cinnamon and Church the fullbacks with Sturrock and Banner at centre-half, Todd and Cusick on the wings, McCormick and Barron in central midfield. He's been a disappointment this year, Barron. One of the stars, but not really performing. And last year, the box-to-box role really struggled. I don't know if it's just the same again. I guess we're not creating chances. We haven't got a target man holding it up. You can understand why perhaps he's not doing so well. Up front, it's Malley and Macavora, the 2 match winners in the wins so far this season. So let's get into this game at Queen's Park and see if they can cause another shock. Well, here's the team sheet for the first game. Murray and McHugh up front, top quality players. Really good players. McHugh we've talked about pre-season. Cammy Bellingold, a former Rangers first choice keeper. Peter Grant, a centre-half, I recognise as well. They are such a good side. So we're going to ask the lads to cause an upset. We're not expecting it, but we've got to try and be optimistic. Still at Hampden for now, Queen's Park. So let's see what the first half brings. as we're playing it at the back with Banner. Into McCormick in midfield, up to Barron. He's got time on the ball and switches right. It's a nice ball actually to Todd, and he's going down the line. If he can get the ball in early, we'll be in business, but he doesn't. He's intercepted and Harper brings it away for Queen's Park. McHugh holds up for Lyon. Over halfway to McHugh again. He's got time on the ball, goes back to McGlinchey, and he's bringing it forward inside. No real pressure on the ball. We just can't compete with them. They're too good physically, they're too good technically, and Longridge has put in a beauty from the edge of the box. Not even a minute on the clock, and Queen's Park using the full pitch to its advantage, and us just struggling in the National Stadium. We're 1-0 down with 10 on the clock. And here come Queen's Park again. McGlinchey heads it straight to Cinnamon though. He goes long over the top. Malley can't get there. Into midfield for McCormick. Over towards Macavora. He's got a chance here. Oh, it's deflected onto the post. Grant puts it out for a throw-in, but that was the chance. Oh, we should have scored. Our expected goals is higher because it was a better opportunity. But they're more clinical and they lead as a result. Not a bad performance again though. And this is what I mean about the expected goals. Look at the difference. We're expecting 0.52, them 0.09. And we're losing every game despite having more chances. It's really frustrating. If we had more clinical players, if we had a McHugh up front, we'd be winning this league hands down. The rest of the team's doing really well. The tactic is good, but it's just not our day. 1-0 to Queen's Park at half-time. Another really good performance. I'm just going to say we're not doing badly because I can't say anything else. It's been a really strong effort from the lads as Bannon clears his goal kick. Straight to Longridge, the scorer, who heads it back into the path of Church. To Sturrock, to McCormick. If we can get it forward and out from the back here, we might have a chance. As Church goes over, Macavora chases, has to score this. Oh, what a finish! I thought he'd take it in and try and play one-on-one. He thundered it first time. Leroy Macavora, and we're level at Hampden. This is turning into a brilliant day at the office. I'll take the point right now if you want to give it. As the throw-in from Queen's Park was straight back on the front foot, falls for Logan on the right-hand side. He cuts into Lyon. The last thing we want is another long shot. 2 screamers in this game so far, to be fair. And Lyon picks it up again to Murray, to McHugh. We know he's too good. And Bob McHugh, he only needs one chance. First goal of the season, ironically. Not scored before this game, that's a surprise. But we trail again. We were level for a minute. And now it's Queen's Park 2, Brechin City 1. And we've got a throw on the right-hand side with Ryan Cinnamon into Marley. He's not really had much of a say in this game, so we might bring on the target man soon, as Cinnamon's got it on the right again. He's got 2 inside of him, goes back to Banner, and now Barron. Barron in the middle, time on the ball, having a poor game again actually. Out to Cusick, and now Church. Church puts it in, and there's no one there. Oh, Bell's dropped it! What on earth was that? Cammy Bell has just made one of the worst mistakes I have ever seen in Football Manager. Came to claim a cross under no pressure at all. Could have let it go for a start. But drops it, falls over, and Macavora taps in for his second. And he's straight over the top for Murray. They're not going to score again, are they? Oh, we've conceded from the kickoff. From the kickoff, after getting back on terms again. We don't deserve to win this game. That's too poor defensively. An hour gone, 3-2 to Queen's Park. And I don't know how we've conceded that. We're back here with Cinnamon at right back as we're passing the hour mark exactly. Bannon clears it long downfield into midfield and Lyon gets there. Intercepts it ahead of Macavora. And I just can't believe we've conceded from the kickoff twice. It's like Queen's Park are arrogant and then once it goes back to level terms, they go, oh, we better score here and just switch it on like that. Lyon over to McHugh again. He's going to score again. And we can't compete. That front 2 is going to win them a title. What I want to know really is how McHugh hasn't scored before today. And he really should be top scorer, but him and Murray combined. I mean, Simon Murray, look at that quality. 28 years of age, has been playing for Dundee and Hibs. Championship footballer, and he's playing in League 2. The same goes for Bob McHugh, who's just about the same standard. We've looked at him before. Last at Morton, scoring goals in the Championship. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. With 15 left, we've got a free kick to defend, and then we'll go and make some changes, just to save legs. It's flicked in, it's 5-2, is it? No, it's offside. So we survived that one. Let's go and make the subs. We'll be back in a minute, hopefully, to see out the game without conceding again. 3 changes made then. It's more in terms of resting people. Up front, we've brought Curry on as the target man. But in midfield, we've just rested Todd and Barron, the 2 Lone Stars, and Peyton and Inglis are on for them. And we've got 10 minutes left as Queen's Park are really putting the hammer down now. When they want to be at top gear, it looks like they're going to win the title at ease. And those 2 got to score goals now. Harper gets it back to Gillespie. We're just hoping this doesn't get embarrassing, as Gillespie's coming in again. Is he going to get intercepted? No. Falls for Logan. Shoots from the edge. It's 5. There's a lot of very good goals going in this year. But let's be honest, they've been the better side. So 5-2, and I think the expected goals tally might be out of range now. It's not. Look at the expected goals. It doesn't really make sense. Ours is double theirs. And this is happening every game. I don't know if it's a fault with the expected goals tally, or if it's just because we're conceding long-range strikes. But then if we go and press them, we'll concede more over the top, so it doesn't really matter. But a 5-2 defeat, we are looking like scoring now, which is good. Albeit one of them came from a really awful mistake. And we've managed to demotivate most of the team. So Stranraer in a week is going to be a challenge. We'll be back for that in a moment. We're back for our second game then. Stranraer the opponents. Relegated last year. 4th in League 2 at the moment. And this is going to be very difficult for us. I do want to try an experiment today. I'm going to put Brechin in as a deep line playmaker, I think. Maybe even an advanced one. I just want to see if there's a way that we can get him playing well and creating, because if he does, he could be a superstar for us. He's a brilliant player. He's the only player we've got who's possibly above League 2 standard. But aside from that, we're going to keep the same 11, the same squad, because we played well against Queen's Park. We just didn't have enough at the back, and we can't do much about that at the moment. So in we go. It's Brechin v Stranraer, and let's hope we can get at least a point on the board to stay above Annan Athletic. Here's the lineup then. Greg Fleming in goal, a name I recognise there. Adam Cummins, who was in the Welsh Premier League at one point in the past. There's some good little players here, and that's going to be difficult for us to compete with. But we must try. Darryl Duffy's on the bench in Scottish League 2. He must be very old now, otherwise I don't know what's going on. We're going to say that we expect a better performance today. I'm going to do that with my hands on my hips, shall we? No, can't do that. Hands in pockets. There we go. We've got them motivated. Still getting used to the new gesturing system, but otherwise, it's going to be a big first half for us here. And it's Stranraer, unfortunately, attacking on the right. Church heads the ball away. McManus will get there, finds Miller, and he's got a chance to go left to Sterling. Inside to McManus again, up to Hilton. Too much time on the ball. McCormick intercepts and then gives it away on the edge of the box. Thankfully, the shot goes just wide. But that was almost an awful mistake to start the game. Still 0-0. Annan are behind in their match. That's what we want to see. We're basically not worried about the rest of the league now. We're fighting it out to finish above Annan. We can finish the league on 4 points. If Annan only have 3, we've succeeded. As Barron comes away, what can he do as the playmaker? He's got Malley running off him, finds him, and it's saved by Fleming. Lovely attacking from Barron though. That's a real positive sign. We've just got to hope it doesn't harm us defensively. That's all we're looking for, as McCormick will take the outswinging corner. So the front post is missed by everyone. And Macavora's there, completely unmarked. And volleys in for his 6th for the season. His scoring goals, we found our playmaker. And I'm starting to feel confident, but there's only 10 minutes on the clock. And you know from the last game, we're good at conceding after kickoff. And here is Donnelly, coming straight forward. McCormick intercepts. It nearly looked like a very bad challenge, but he didn't quite connect, thankfully. McManus switches left to Watson. Brings it down, chance to cross, goes back to Miller instead. Inside to Payton. Payton to McManus, through ball to Hilton. Oh, we're going to do it again, are we? Brilliant save by Bannon. I thought we'd done it again from the kickoff, but it remains 1-0. We've got a corner to defend though. Sterling's going to take it into the front post, and Sturrock heads away. Macavora will chase, and suddenly we've got a 3-on-2. Here's Macavora down the right. There's a man in the box in Malley. Tries to cross early. There's no one there. I don't understand that, and it's cleared away comfortably. 12 minutes gone, 1-0 to Brechin, and Stranraer arguably have had the better of this. As we clear long down the right, Todd doesn't get there. Watson intercepts, beats the fullback. Chance to cross from the left-hand byline, into Payton, Cusick heads away, and Todd flicks clear, but Sterling finds Miller. He gets it into Hilton, back to Robertson, and it's disallowed for offside against Hilton, but it was a brilliant strike from the edge, and again, we're lucky to survive. Oh, it's getting frustrating now. We just found a position for Connor Barron. We just found a way for him to fit into this team, and now he's gone and got injured. We, of course, first and foremost, hope it's not serious. Kieran Inglis will come on for him. So he'll go on the left as a deep line playmaker on support. And then we'll have McCormick back in as the ball-winning midfielder on defend. And we're just going to try and keep some sort of shape here, because we're 1-0 up. And if we can hold on, it doesn't matter how ugly it is. As Stranraer go over the top again, straight to Bannon, the keeper. And he's got a chance to play out from the back. Long kick downfield from the young keeper. Up towards Inglis, who loses out. Todd can put Malley in here, though. He does. Malley's 1-on-1. Malley's shot straight at Fleming. Oh, if only these kids had composure, we would be flying. Thankfully, Annan are still losing, but we're going to regret missing these. A long goal kick forward again. Malley can't get there. It goes all the way through to Sturrock, the centre half. Church finds Cusick. On the left, down the line to Macavora, and it's cleared away by Owens to Hilton. Over the top, it's going to be easy chasing for Donnelly. Sturrock does really well. Great defending. Finds Todd. It's been a brilliant game, actually. There's been a lot of these games where we've not even seen a highlight in a half. And Macavora's hit the post. It's a brilliant save. He tried to place that one as well, but a crucial hand from the keeper. And Fleming is currently the man of the match, the Stranraer keeper. And with us being 1-0 up, that says a lot. A goalkeeper with lots of experience at the higher levels, and it shows in the way he's performing. As Robertson throws in for Payton. Stranraer on the front foot. Are we going to regret all of these missed chances? Cusick goes downfield. Owens loses out. It finds Miller in the centre circle. To McManus, switches left. Watson's there. Todd closing him, but we're not really getting anywhere here. Payton gets it into Sterling. He's through 1-on-1. And after all those missed chances, it's now level. It's just so frustrating. We've had so many chances in all of these games. And if we had goal scorers, we'd probably win comfortably. 7 shots on target, and we're not making the most of it. It's 1-1 at half-time. Stranraer have been good as well. Let's not doubt that in this game. But for us, I just kind of wish we'd be able to hang on. We're going to say we're pleased so far. We just need to get on the front foot. And we've got a throw on the right with Cinnamon. 10 minutes gone in a second. Marley holds it up, crosses again, and it's back out of the box. And it looks like Donnelly's going to get there first for Stranraer, sorry. Nearly said Queen of the South for some reason. No idea where that came from. McManus picks it up in the centre circle to Hilton. He brings it forward on the right-hand side. He's got 2 inside of him. One's McManus. Chance to go left to Donnelly, to Payton, in towards Sterling, and Cinnamon clears. Macavora holds it up, sorry. We've got 2-on-2 there. Inglis can't find him, though. Now he goes down the line. Macavora still gets there first. Shots blocked, it's back to him again. And the defender just nicks in to clear for a throw-in. It's been a good start to the second half, but both sides look really threatening going forward. And unfortunately for us, Stranraer have got more territory. So that doesn't bode well for these highlights. As Sterling finds Donnelly. Good block the first time. Back to Robertson. Already had one chalked off. Into McManus. Crosses it and it's into Hilton. 2-1 to Stranraer. Oh, this is tough. It is really tough, this Brechin job. We just cannot defend. I know the ones that we got in were an improvement. They were the best available to Pat Nevin. But they're not good enough for this level. And that's the thing I find hardest. So we're going to go positive. Just try and get on the front foot. And with 20 to go, we'll make some changes. Simple subs, both wingers replaced with 15 left. Payton and Coupon, better crossers of the ball naturally. And hopefully that will pay dividends. As it's up towards Owens, Payton brings it down for Miller. It looks all Stranraer at the minute. Since the second goal, they've been the better side. As Sterling gets it left side of the box. Blocked by Cinnamon, who clears downfield. Up towards Macavora. And he goes back to Inglis. Now can he get it over the top? Out left to Coop. He's got Macavora down the line and he finds him. Marley's making a run into the box. Macavora crosses early. Malley's there. And it's 2-2. Mark Malley, his 3rd goal of the season. Macavora again the star man. And we are back on terms. A point would be a good result. And we'll take everything we can get at the moment. As it looks like Annan are going to lose heavily again. We are in a pretty good position there. Should we bring up the league table here? Let's have a look if we can get that one up. So Annan on 3 points. They did win their last game. But as it stands, we're doing all right. And going into stoppage time, we've got another chance here. McCormick tries to cross and it's really poor. Over here into the arms of Fleming. And he hasn't done a Cammy Bell. And it's downfield towards the striker, Payton. No defenders with him. What is going on? Payton into the box. Church blocks it. Can't get there the second time though. Back to the edge to McManus. Please not like this. Please not like this. Bannon saves it. He holds it up. And we go into stoppage time with the score still level. And it's long downfield towards Malley. Headed away as far as Payton. It's 3-on-3. Payton puts Malley in. He's 1-on-1. Malley scores! Have we nicked it? Let's get to the tactics screen. You all know the drill by here. Anyone who was in for FM20 knows exactly what's coming next. We are going balanced. The fullbacks are going defensive. Everything possible will be defensive. Kieran Inglis in midfield, the same. What else can we do? If we go to the tactics in and out of possession, we're going to time waste all the time. Drop the tempo. Be more disciplined. We're going to slow the pace down when we win the ball back. We're going to regroup when we lose possession and hold our shape when we get it back. There's no need for us to press more urgently. There's no need for us to be higher up the pitch. We are going to make sure we hold on to this game. 3 minutes of stoppage time to go, and it is the only thing that separates us from a crucial home win against Stranraer. It's been a brilliant performance. We're 10 seconds away. We've played a minute over, but the win is confirmed. Brechin City 3, Stranraer 2. It was an end-to-end game, a brilliant game of football, and we are thoroughly deserved getting that win. Mally, the 16-year-old, he's inconsistent, but he's brilliant at times. McAvora's superb, and Greg Fleming was man of the match for them, which suggests just how well he did in goal for them. A much more open game of football than we've seen previously. We've got to hope that Connor Barron injury isn't too bad, but the lads are happy with a really nice victory, and let's have a quick look to see if Barron's going to be out long term. Annan did lose, so they stay bottom, just 3 points for them. We're up on 6 now with Albion Rovers, so that's going to be an important game soon as well. But let's have a look at this injury, because that could turn our mood. 12 to 15 days. It could have been worse. He will miss next week's game, and he'll probably miss the Annan game as well. He might be back on the bench for it if we're lucky. But that's where we are at the moment. It's not a bad situation to be in. We'll go and praise Mally because he scored 2 goals. He's already improving the 16-year-old, which is a really good sign for us. So we'll say he's superb in front of goal. He's very happy with that. And you can see just from the training, only part-time, he's starting to look a good player. If we can get that personality sorted, we might have a superstar on our hands. But let's go and have a look at the schedule for when we're next going to be back. I want to leave it a little while now. So we'll be back to review the January transfer window as Pat Nevin's got the chance to go to work again. And in Stenhousemuir at home will be the next game on camera. But if you did enjoy this one, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know what you thought of the 2 performances. It's good to see us starting to score goals. But as we've changed our tactic to adapt to that and give us more of a threat, we've started conceding. So I don't really know where the perfect balance is yet. It will be a bit of trial and error this season, but it looks like we're going to survive. And if we win that home game against Annan, I'll be starting to feel very confident. If you haven't already, subscribe down below for daily FM21 content from 2 long-term stories. The latest episode of our Bangor City series, the Build a Nation save, came out earlier today, so you can catch up with that series so far in the eye above. We're 2 episodes in so far. We had a controversial transfer window in that one as well. Speaking of controversial transfer windows, we've got our live stream beta series with Wigan Athletic coming up at 5:30 today. Now, given the way that the first stream ended last night, you may already be aware that it is going to be a bonanza in this one. So if you are free, please do come and join along and get involved. I really do appreciate your support. And thank you so much for your support with the first view of this one. It has been incredible. And I don't know the right words, but thank you so much for your ongoing support. I am part of a football podcast as well, and you can catch up with that in the eye above too. But things are starting to look good here at Brechin. We're just about on course for survival. And I'll see you next time to review Pat Nevin's January transfer work.